This is a medium to advanced tutorial on how to drag and drop layers. I have a file on the left that is my artwork that I'm working with. I've close cut a character and dropped it on a sky background, and I'd like to have the second character accompany them on that. The way that I'll go about doing this is first I will show you at the top of the screen when I click on the files, the names will turn white, or if they're not selected, they will be gray. I want to be aware at all times which file I am clicked on, so any changes I make will make sense. For example, if I thought I was dragging this over to this file, but I actually had this one selected, I go to the Layers tab, and all I'm really doing is trying to drag the layer on the left to the left, and it just doesn't work. I have to be sure that I'm on this file so that when I click and drag this file over, it then drops onto this file and it selects it, so the text is white up here. So always check which text is white, and when you're done with a window, close it so you're not confused anymore. And always be aware when you're closing a window, if it asks you to save, think to yourself, have I made any changes that I want to save? And if I haven't, I shouldn't save it, because if a change was made, you might accidentally save something like a flattened layer or consolidate layer that you don't want. Anyway, for now, drag and drop is the simplest way to move a file over. I'm going to delete this layer on the left and show you again. I'm going to click on this file and it will show me the layer that I want to look at here. I have called this no mask. I have dragged and dropped it. If I instead go if I go select all, which is Control A, and I go edit copy, which is Control C, I can go over to this file now, select it so the text is white, and I can go edit paste, which is Control V. Now the same file has come over, the image is here, the only difference is it's not got the same layer name. The layer is now layer 4, whereas if you go back to this one, this file over here, it's called no mask. So all it did was copy the pixels. It didn't copy the file data, the layer data. So I prefer drag and drop over copy paste. Copy paste is like a quick and easy way if you don't care about all the other stuff. And how this is important is if you get rid of this flat mask, I'm going to show you that I have a second layer down here, which I've put a mask, I've labeled it mask, that I can drag and drop over, and the drag and drop works fine. So I'm going to do this again a different way. I am now going to do the select all, edit, copy, and you'll notice the little white box around the first part of the layer. It's selecting the pixels in there, and I'm about to paste them over there, and it won't copy the mask, which is something I don't want. So the copy paste method does not work when you have a mask. Paste. See, it copies all the cloud data that was masked away. I don't want that. So the reason I'm showing you this, I'm going to go back here, I'm going to deselect. I just want to drag and drop. And over here it copies the mask, it copies the mask name. That's why drag and drop is better than copy paste. Now, one more thing, if you have this layer with a mask with adjustments like a hue saturation, and maybe you've put it in a folder, copy paste will not copy all those things at all. You have to drag and drop to get all of this data. Now I'm going to close this file here, not going to save it. And you'll see that I dragged and dropped the folder, and it copied the hue saturation layer, it copied the base layer, and it copied the mask, which I can disable or enable. I can refine the selection. I can do all the things that I want, and I now have the second character in this file. So in this video, I've shown you how to drag and drop. I've shown you how to copy paste, and I've shown you how to drag and drop complex folders and adjustments in addition to a layer with a mask. Hopefully this makes more sense for you. I think if I was to do anything else, I'm going to try showing you, where is it? Yeah, I'll just reopen this file again. And I'm going to duplicate this image just for the sake of having a copy, delete the mask. And I'm going to go show you how in these three tabs, I can select back and forth this way, window arrange, tile all vertically, And now I can show you how you can select amongst these tabs while they're visible, or you can click, drag, and it gets all scattered and confusing. But remember, the one that's selected has white text, and the one that's not selected has gray text. In this scenario, I would probably put these two together over here in a floating tab. Now there's two tabs here for these, and this one here, I can just attach this back in the background. Turn off that. In fact, I'll delete it. I have my target layer, and now the two that I want to copy and look at for my lesson, I can have floating. Drag, drop here, click on the other one, drag, drop there, and I've got both versions. I'll close both of these. I will not save them. And now I was able to play with all those tabs in a fast whirlwind kind of way, dragging and dropping. Once you get familiar with floating windows, or locking the windows to the top, or locking the windows to each other, your life becomes a lot easier. But if it gets messy and complicated, your saving grace is window, arrange, probably consolidate all to tabs. And right now I only have one file, so there's only one tab, but it would organize them all side by side. Hopefully this video is not too fast. Let me know if you'd like a slower pace one. Thanks.